Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights, and this will be part 44. In the previous episode, we intended to get on with the main quest, but it turned out to be more side questing. So, time to get this quest started. It will likely, if I was to record this normally, or well, I do record it normally, obviously. You record or you don't. I suppose, but this part of the main quest would likely take significantly longer than the 25-30 minutes I give an episode. But for the purpose of actually getting it done in one sitting. Okay, strange man. You are strange indeed.
Well met.
Were you one of these vacuous or Thompsons even? You may as well be dead. All of you. Soon your this story won't matter. You're not from Sherwood. Oh no, I'm not talking to any more of you. What do you mean I'm not here? Who are you? What is it to you? What are you looking for? It's very important, I find it very important, but it's a secret. God of the Eye, they sent me here to find something, an ancient artifact of great importance. They sent me here to this madhouse. Okay. Usually I meet him on the way out, but apparently not this time. Hello. I hope his loot is not stuck on the wall. It isn't good. Because, surprise, surprise. Search for the gold. Technically, I could ignore the entire quest. I was... That's a bit... yeah. That's the quest book. I have... did I forgot to do something important? The gloves, I suppose. These are +3, these are +3... 2 cold damage. No, I prefer the Sonic. Oh well, normally I bomb into him at the end of the push, so... Anyway, what I was going to say before was... because of the steps involved in the quest, it will probably take about an hour's time to actually go through if I was to just do things the normal way, so I am going to be... Once we have established what the quest is about, I will think. Come on, not hard. I will speed it up in editing so that I can squeeze it into one episode. So anyway, let's. I'm fairly sure that's the mayor's. Mayor Mobley. It's not. Yep, indeed. So we should have something to say to us. Anything you can loot in here? It's the important part. No, never mind.
Yes, I'm Mayor What can I help you with?
Let's ask some questions. Mayor, it's not morning. This isn't right, you even know the season. It says red, perhaps I can help. Jhareg, who's that? Okie dokie. What stories? I'll discover what happened to your children. No, I mean, please leave. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's get into the castle so we can get the story rolling, so I can, so I don't have to be worried about what I spoil or not spoil. No, nothing.
I greet you.
The stranger in these parts aren't you either way, whatever. Who do you work for? Me, the mayor, okay. This place is keeping you from thinking straight. What do you know about the castle? What do you know about the Jharegs? Yeah, something is not entirely right in here. So, there's a little chest here. Contains a key and a letter by a strange hand. So, written in a strange but delicate hand, this note was found alongside a key in the foyer, of Castle Jhareg. It appears to be a riddle of some sort and reads as follows: the three paths of justice. Barry must be the judge and straight his course, for his one hand is burned by the fire of treachery, and his other chilled by the ghost of vengeance. The true path of justice lies with the heart and head, for only with reason can he determine the truth, and only with compassion can he know its consequence. We got a key, and we have 3 doors, and we can choose one of them. We can only unlock one of the doors. Of course, I can't remember which one is the most experience-giving one, and it's the only determination I would actually have for. There's some difference in what difficulties you are facing, but I don't know whether the middle one, because I mean, the saying one is fire, one is frost, so I would assume that the left one is fire, the right one is frost. I don't know. Maybe the middle one is harmless. You know what? A quick save would quickly solve that. So we're back after that quick save, and according to the letter at the end of it, the middle path is supposed to be the right one, but it only contains some treasure. So heck with it, I'm just going to go straight down the middle. I will be quiet for now because I will be speeding up this entire process, this entire quest. Basically, just a very, very select few components will be kept at normal speed because there's an awful lot of fighting coming up, and it is quite excessive, to be honest. So I'm not going to bore anyone having to watch me fight for 40 minutes straight. So I'm not necessarily saying it's 40 minutes, but it feels like it at least. So catch you in the editing after commentary thing. This video ended up being chopped a lot more than I necessarily intended it to be, but at the same time, the amount of fighting was completely excessive, and it was just boring. This video length was originally 1 hour and 34 minutes long, so you can imagine how much nothing was in that part. But the plot of this specific quest is the fact that the village of Eternal Night is stuck in a time loop, so to speak, or time standstill, which is a punishment from Lathander because an atrocity has taken place. The two brothers, Carlat and Quint, combined did something very, very horrible. One of them unaware and unwillingly, the other one quite deliberately. Basically, Carlat, in order to turn himself into a lich, which of course is an elaborate process done by mages, he was convinced by a certain advisor that he had to butcher a bunch of, sacrifice, I think it's called, same thing but different wording, a bunch of children, because only the blood of the children would allow the process to succeed. So of course, here's by the way view at a summoning book that allows us to get information on how to summon said advisor, which happens to be none other than Bilal, and relevant of what game you are playing, what mythology the game is based on. Bilal is usually a deceitful god of some description or demon of some description, and that is of course also the case in this game. Just showcasing getting one of the tomes. But the thing is, we can summon Bilal, and we will summon Bilal and get his oath statement that he was the one that encouraged the Carlat to do what he did. But Quint, the ghostly form we met outside. He was convinced that it was just going to be a party for the children. He was rather surprised by the fact that his brother, who usually detested the children, suddenly had this great idea of gathering them all up for an elaborate party. And of course, Quint, being a cleric of Lasandra, gathered the children for that party and was actually looking quite forward to doing so. And of course, suddenly all the children basically evaporated. And Lasandra, the Morning Lord, wasn't overly happy about the fact that a bunch of innocent children had died, and he locked the entire village in a stasis where time doesn't change. That's why there will be some comments about people dying and then coming back and all that stuff, and that is because it's basically the Dungeons and Dragons version of Groundhog Day. If you haven't seen that film, highly recommend it. Brilliant film. And of course, we have been assigned the role of being a judge in this incident, and we have to gather the actual information, and then we have to call judgment towards the end, depending on what our findings are. You can choose for or against, or you can choose to acquit both of them, because of course we got Bilal's oath, but we'll get to that in due time. In the next section, which is of course Quint's section, that is covered in undead, the Khaled's tower was covered in fire elementals and slouts, I think they're called, which is a demon that will summon a clone of itself and can do a mind attack that will stun you. Our monk here can only fail that saving throw on a natural 1, and yeah, of course he had to fail a few times, which has been cut out, of course. There was a decent amount of experience to be had doing this, but by and large I just decided to cut out all the fighting, and again showcasing one of the tomes that we found in this chest. Then we go and speak to Quint, who gives his version of it, of the story, which of course is the fact that he just believed sincerely that they're going to have this great party, and he was looking forward to be spending time with the children. And let's not get any ideas. He had a natural, healthy caring for the children. It feels sad that I felt the need to emphasize that, but yeah. Anyway, back to the live commentary. So, after a far too long time spent running the two different towers, we have the written oath of the two brothers, but we also have the written oath of Belial, and they will be used for the judgment.
Greetings, Judge. Do you bring with you the oaths of the brothers Jhareg?
Yes, I bear both of them, of course. Yes, I'm ready. And they get summoned for the judgment thing, and I'm just going to skip past that because I've been spending far too much time on this video. Because we have the oath of Belial, who quite clearly stated that he was the one that actually gave Jhareg, Khaled, the idea. We can say that neither of them are guilty, but in my honest opinion, Belial may have given Khaled the idea, but he acted on it in order to turn himself into a lich. So I'm going to find Khaled guilty. You've been found innocent, blah blah blah, at last. I still thank you for my freedom, Judge. Long have I stood watch over this castle. What brought you to your judgment? I chose randomly between them. The justice's heart is his alone. Ask no more. Khaled's story did not hold up to scrutiny. Wise is the judge who sees beyond the surface. Do you wish now to hear Lysander's version of the tragedy? Yes, give me the Morning Lord's account. Which we can just blast through. And there's nothing left to do in here at all. So we can safely just run out and be completely and utterly done. About time, you could argue, but well, I will argue because I've done the recording. I need to do the editing, and of course things have completely and utterly changed now. So we have Mowgli to speak to. Look how the light shines through the leaves again. See all you've done. I stay behind to thank you. You're most welcome. Not that it's appreciated the entire town, all of us ghosts and spirits. We are permanently free now. We leave these woods to the animals and to you. Goodbye, Judge. You have served us well. 299 experience for some bizarre reason. Ooh, we're close to level. Not close enough, you could argue. 1,000 gold pieces and a silver ring. I will happily take those. And I know this video has been very, very heavily edited, and I just want to get the absolutely essentials out of that quest in the video, because I would have cut quite a large chunk out of it. But at the same time, I did want to have the area cleared in one video. It would have been 4 parts if I had left it, and there was absolutely no reason for that. See me breaking down doors, opening chests, beating undeads and fire elementals and demons and whatnot is not necessarily the most exciting thing in the world, but I suppose. Bear in mind now, of course, the village being returned to the proper time thing. Everything has, of course, deteriorated over the undetermined amount of years, or indeterminate, whatever, amount of years that the village has been trapped. So, just trying to get a bit of experience would be nice to get enough to level, but I would need 10 animals more, and I don't think there's enough of that, or enough in here. Come on. If you want to turn your back on me so I can kick you in the ass, that's fine for me. I don't mind. Anything else I can... No. Shame. This is usually where I bumped into the dissolution man. That's why I was a bit intrigued finding him in the inn, so I could just have gotten the book and be done with it. But there was a good amount of experience to be had here, so we are completely done on this side. Even there is no further to be had in this area. Next time, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. It could be Neverwinter Woods, it could be somewhere else, undecided. But doing stuff and all that stuff will be done off recording, because there's no point in people have to see that. And then we will have to see what we do from there. Thanks for watching, take care, see you next time. Bye bye for now.